Hello, I'm Rita McGrath, a longtime faculty member at Columbia Business School and the director of our Women in Leadership program. And I'm delighted to be able to let you know about how we are redesigning the program to fit our new virtual reality. So first, a bit on the content of the program. So the content of the program is really informed by research on two issues. The first is really what women can control about their own environments and their interactions that can help them to advance in their own careers. And secondly, what we know about how they can influence organizations to become truly more inclusive and take strategic advantage of what diversity brings. So in the course, we have sessions on creating a personal vision and real hard-hitting practical tools you can use to do that. We'll spend a chunk of time on networking and how you build your network. And one of the things we find is that women tend to spend a lot of time heads down working hard, but they don't really connect to a broader range of people. We'll talk about giving and receiving feedback. And there's a ton of research that shows that women don't often get the feedback that they need to truly improve in their careers. And they're often very uncomfortable giving feedback as well. So we'll spend some time on techniques to do that. We'll talk quite a bit about the imposter syndrome that can sometimes really hold you back, this feeling that, well, I didn't get here on my own merits, somebody else must have helped me. And it can actually become something of a trap. It kind of gets in the way. We're also going to talk about making your voice heard, which is a chronic problem women have that sometimes they just don't feel that they're able to give input in an organizational context. So we'll have the topic of storytelling, how you tell convincing stories, how you make them memorable. We're going to have some experts on that. We'll also talk about the organization, leading organizational change, and engaging in what I call positive politics. You know, we have this idea that politics has always got to be horrible and self-serving, but that's not true. It can be very productive when used in the right way. Now, the whole point of all this is to really put women in a position to capture actual power in the organization. And many women are a little diffident about this, but I think it's really important to recognize if your entity is going to benefit from your presence there, you have to have the power to communicate your ideas, to have them be heard, and to have them be acted on. So that's a critical part of the puzzle. So that's kind of the content. Now let's talk about some of the things that are going to make this edition of Women in Leadership so special. Every day after our sessions, which will run from about 11 in the morning to about 3 in the afternoon, I'll make sure to stick around for what we're calling faculty office hours to answer questions, have informal chats, the same way we would in a classroom if you came up to me after class and wanted to chat about something that maybe you didn't want to share with the whole class, but which was important to you. We're going to have a lot of opportunity to build connections with other members of the class. So we're going to have a lunch and learn every day when we break for lunch. Obviously, we can't bring you together, but we are going to put you into groups so that you can get to know each other the same way that you would if you gathered around a lunch table in our cafeteria down the hall. All the sessions are virtual, but they are live. So it's not as though you're talking to a cartoon. You're actually going to be talking to real live faculty. I'm hoping to be able to bring in some guests. Still a surprise who they are. But the thing about virtual that's fantastic is you can have someone come in for 15 or 20 minutes without asking them to get on an airplane or travel up to Columbia. So I'm hoping to incorporate that in the classroom. We're going to extend the course over 4 weeks. So we actually will be able to flex topics on demand as things come up that you think you'd like to really address. So I'm going to be there in person for the duration of the course. I'll be there even when other faculty are teaching so that I can kind of pull it all together for you. And I'm hoping to see you there virtually.